Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2024 a semifinal Game 2 matchup between Chromatcalysm and levelengine. On tracking today we have Sheep, and I'll pass it over to our commentary team of Star and Sonirath. Take it away, you two.
Hey Sonny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Star. I'm looking forward to this match, game two of the semifinals between Chromataclysm and Level Engine, two extremely good runners.
Yep, this is one of those classic matchups of the greats here. Both very skilled runners. Level, of course, one of the absolute veterans of the community. Kreva's been around a good few years himself, and is, of course, the defending champion, so this should be a fun matchup.
Absolutely. Level ended up getting here to the semis by taking me down in the quarterfinals, so we'll see how everything goes here for Level against Chroma. Game one, unfortunately, was a loss for Level, but fortunately was a win for Chroma.
So if Level takes this game, then we'll go to Game 3, and if Chroma wins, he's going to the finals again. So we'll see how this goes. Last race, Game 1 was fairly close up until a point. It ended up being a bit of a glove hunt at the end. But that's how Rando goes, and then GP almost GP'd anyway, as Rando will do.
Exactly.
We'll be going shortly. And that's a lot of water. Okay, that's an islands map.
Absolutely an islands map with...
straight into... I'm not even sure what biome this is on the east. River Canyon?
Looks like it probably is a river canyon here. And immediate 500 for Roma. Gonna give it some good levels here at the start.
Yep. Looks like there was a raft right next to the cave to the west. And we are in the northwest corner here of the east. We found a brewer with fire spell in it today. Both runners will definitely be checking what that's linked to here.
As long as they're able to cast it right off the start.
Yeah. Which may not be possible, but they will certainly be checking it as soon as they can, especially given the first game. Let's see, 70, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty low, just one magic jar and it's castable at magic 1.
Yep, it also tends to drop once you get a level or two in magic.
That is very true.
And then it gets dirt cheap at higher levels, but we'll see what it's linked to eventually. Right now, though, we don't have a raft to check the raft tile. We have one cave over here, and then we have a bridge heading south of the palace, basically straight south of that, so... I think the bridge is going to lead us to the palace, then we'll see from there, because river canyons can be a little annoying to navigate with boots. Or without boots, sorry. With boots is really nice, without boots is kind of a pain.
Yeah. It looks like Chroma is opting to head back to the west, gonna attempt to link feet this, and then decides against it.
Yeah, it's not a particularly easy one to link feet here. So yeah, both runners just exploring, both heading south on their respective continents. Level is on the heading to the palace here. It is approximately looks like a northeast to southwest oriented river canyon. Actually, might be slightly out. I'm not sure if it's north, south, or east, west. It's a little tricky to tell. And was that P4 right there?
That was P1.
P1. Okay, I'm blind. I also missed the spell in Nido.
I believe that was Reflect.
Cute.
And Level going through Prison.
And takes a death. We have a hint that Magic Maze lies a what?
I missed the hint.
Oh, Flute looking at his personal tracker.
Okay, Level is gonna make it through the first screen, and that's a candle in Trophy Cave for Chroma.
Not a bad find, given we're going to be doing quite a bit of walking right now without boots on an island's west.
And a
for
hammer.
level is nice to find early. And he up-A's out of that.
Can't really blame him.
He's just gonna follow Chroma here, who went south and then west from start. That's kind of hard to look where things are on an island's map. Not gonna go. Okay, we're probably gonna go east now. Having go, going to check the bridge heading east here as we. We might be on the southwest corner of the map here for Chroma, though it's kind of hard to tell where the edges of the map are on an island's map.
That is very true. And here goes
Backside
level...
of Fairy Cave, which we can't check without Fairy, obviously. And, yeah, that's a thing on Chroma's side. He's having some issues with his cartridge as of late. That's what's up with the screen.
Yeah, it is a little
He will periodically
unfortunate.
save to make sure that he doesn't lose everything to a crash. Heart container on Stonehenge here.
Good old grass tile heart container. And ooh, medicine cave here for Chroma. Time to see what is going to be here in this cave. Fortunately, enemy set does not look too bad.
Nope, and the candle helps for sure.
And it's a trophy.
Alright, then we'll be able to turn that in whenever we find Rudo somewhere here on this island's map. So far, a pretty linear islands map, which is pretty typical for this biome. They've both been following the exact same route.
Oh, a 50-point P-bag on the small enemies. Not too bad to see.
Not terrible for early levels, yeah. I think that's just going to be the other side of the connector cave, yep. And we do have our first palace on the west, actually, here.
And it is a 3-6.
Gonna take a look in here immediately. We're not just gonna get the feet of the Arnica for a spot of experience and then head back up. Level's gonna pick up his trophy shortly, and let's see what's up here. Got a north-facing cave. I think we might be out of pass-through caves.
Have we seen Parappa?
No, evidently. We do have a town over here, so let's check what that is. And it is Rudo with
Ooh.
Thunder. Alright.
Thunder Town.
I think they got the trophy before they got here. Who has to find the what now?
I missed it. Unfortunately. Alright.
It's a little hard to read, as it were.
Thunder about to be picked up by Chroma.
Who wants to find the heart? Thank you, chat.
Thank you,
Which
VT.
we already knew. Great. Okay.
Alright. Chroma gonna head through this Parappa cave.
Yeah, interesting that he chose to take this path, because there is a path straight just north of Rudo here as well that they could have walked. But either works. That's a funny there's a funny waist-facing cave. I think that's the backside of Fairy Cave.
Yeah, I think you're right. And a key drop coming into play. And it looks like everything is fixed again on Chroma's cart.
Yeah. It's on and off. It's not constant. So it looks like it's back together. Heart container number 2. Thunder for level. Chad is discussing NES repairs.
Keys in the pool. I mean, that's vital information.
Oh yeah, very, very useful. And we've got both our remaining towns here, Rauru and Saria. Spell and Rauru.
Alright, level gonna take this path.
Go west to find the candle. I love these hints!
So useful. Most useful hints in the game right there.
And we have a
2.
Alice 2.
So we've seen a 3 or 6 and a 2 here in the west so far.
I think the last one is going to either be in the northeast corner, because I think we're on the other side of Saria, because we're kind of in the middle of the eastern side of the map right now. Or it's going to be someplace random we haven't managed to find without boots.
Yeah. It's a little hard to tell.
It does like to stick stuff in kind of weird spots on islands maps without boots. Oh, and of course it's the backside of Saria with Fairy in it. Classic.
That always feels bad.
Right,
Could
so
get some magic levels and see what fairy or what fire actually is connected to.
Yeah, I mean the other thing too is we might just need to go look for Bagu's Woods, although it's going to be a real pain in the rear to do so with the given that it's an islands map without boots, or they could just give up on this for the moment and go back east. Although River Canyon without boots isn't the friendliest thing of all time either.
There we go, Chroma got it. Oh.
I might have gotten the Bagu hit at this point, but at the same time, there's not really... Well, getting fair right now... Well, getting fair right now would get us into palaces. But on the other hand, we'd also have to track down Bagu who knows where. I might have considered getting the Bagu hit, though.
Yeah. It's just kind of tough to really determine, especially when you're in the moment.
Absolutely. Okay, that patch of woods is not Bagu's woods, neither is the patch of woods that Rauru is sitting on.
And Level not gonna get the Bagu hint either.
Nope. And yes, Bagu hint is on the River Manos, so you can get it from the backside of Saria. Bagu could be on the other side of the river. It could be on the side of Saria too. That is entirely true, Trails. But we don't know.
Only time
they're just
will
now
tell.
trying to remember where's all the patches of forest, which is fun.
They were few and far between.
They are. Here,
I mean, this could be it.
yeah, this one is. This
is not it.
That's Mito, but yeah, not it. There's not a lot of forests on an island's map. This is Chroma doing the aforementioned saving, by the way. We've seen all three pass-throughs trails. Yes. Fairy Cave dead ends. One of the pass-through caves was just south of Star, I think. And then there's the one that on the eastern side of the map. But yeah, none of the pass-throughs are getting us to the northeast corner. That much I'm pretty sure on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be time to go explore the east.
That's what I think. Yeah. Or, oh, we somehow didn't catch P1. Oh, no, we saw P1 earlier. I think I just scatterbrained it. Anyway.
Yeah. We saw it because you thought it was 4, I believe.
Yeah, I was just looking at it quickly and didn't quite catch which one it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yep. And that's a glove
Ooh.
block. Alright, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
There's still one other path to take, but we might not be clearing one just yet. We've also got P2, 1 of 3 or 6, and P4 available to us that we've seen so far. Well, here's Horsehead, I guess, for what that's worth. On the other hand, I think that means the item in 1 is glove blocked.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I think that was a straight shot to Horsehead on the not glove block route. And Level has made what I think is probably the correct choice to go east.
I missed how much fire is.
Me too. Am I locked boots on Desert Tile? Maybe Trails, so...
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yep.
Jake Coper, my friend, thank you for the raid.
Hey Cobra, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Basically, at the moment, we're hunting for a pair of boots, I think, is perhaps the thing they'd like most.
Yeah, we're definitely hunting for a boot.
Yeah, because we've got a River Canyon East, as you can see here. We have Islands West, and Ferry is, boots or Bagu locked. With no obvious sign of Bagu, I think they checked every patch of woods available to them, so I think that might actually just be hard boots locked.
I do believe that you're right. And fire is not castable at Magic 3. It still costs 70.
Yep. We've got a cave there that is not accessible from this side at the moment, at least. River Canyon's doing River Canyon things. They have found the Valley of Death, which is good, because that can be a real pain to find at times on canyon maps, because it's on the edge of the map, and more than once, people just don't quite walk far over enough to see it.
That's so true. Nice
but
and
it looks
easy.
like they've gotten about as far west as they can get on the southern shore of this east-west canyon. Oh, River Devil. So back up to the north side.
And quick desert
And
tile
that's
with magic key.
Good find. River Devil and the Three-Eyed Rock basically next to each other in the middle of the map here.
But we know Three-Eyed Rock is not going to hold a palace because here's the second palace of the east, and it is 5.
Yep. Oh, great. P5 and P2 look almost the same in terms of color and brick pattern.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I was like, that looks familiar.
Oh, Maze Island.
Okay, Cave to the Maze here. Yeah, we're on ZSR2 due to the... we've got some other races coming up today, so just schedule shuffling. I missed what was in the radio. Shield according to Chroma's personal tracker.
Alright, so... Chroma is unfortunately getting bodied by this encounter. Level, on the other hand, going through the maze right now.
And VT, I think we're missing... Did we ever see the third palace on the west?
We did not see the third palace on the west.
So we're missing 3 palaces. We're missing the other of 3-6, because one was on the west. We're missing GP and we're missing P4. Ooh, first item for level.
It is the child drop.
And just a red jar. Womp womp. We do know that the second item in here is the flute, which might be required. We know it can't be a palace on Three-Eyed Rock, but it could be one of the Kasutos, or one of the item tiles.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. We did see water tile when they were exploring over to here. GP on the maze today.
Alright, so they're going to go get the flute out of here and leave. This maze island layout's kind of ugly, though.
This maze island layout is butts, as I like to call it. Alright. So it looks like level's not going to continue up to that small area.
Not yet, no. He's working his way back down and around.
So it looks like it's going to be through this small passageway that's just past the first drop.
Yep, that looks like your only way to the rest of the map. Did I also mention that this layout really sucks?
Yeah, this layout's butts.
Even Boots don't save this maze island.
Nothing
Even
saves
Boots
this
would
maze
save.
island. Literally. Oh, second
This
drop.
is the flute. Simultaneous flutes for our runners. We're out of here. Okay, that's the game being a bit nice. They can skip the entire southern side.
Thank goodness. Alright. So, pretty even, all things considered. Right now, Chroma with the gym lead, just having done P1.
Yeah,
know that
except
gloves-
P1 was like 3 rooms long.
Literally. We know that the glove's not going to be in there, fortunately.
No, because we know the item is glove lock. But yeah, we saw like 4 rooms in there. 1 glove lock and then the route to Forset, so...
It went
technically,
so
on
fast.
paper, it looks like an advantage, but in reality, it's pretty much a net zero. Fire is now castable, 31 points. I'm not sure what that is. It's not fairy, it's not jump, it's not shield.
It's not life. So it's either
Yes, it's
reflect
thunder.
or spell.
Killed the thunder. Killed the lizards for thunder, thank you, chat.
Okay, it's thunder.
Which, not the
Okay.
worst, but we already have thunder, and it's actually castable, so, not the most useful. Also,
Well-
we have gotten dead-ended on the western end of the map here.
This is a much cheaper thunder. At 31.
Yeah, we've now gone as far as we can on the northern side of the map. So we're gonna work back up and over. Gonna probably check Three-Eyed Rock and go past the River Devil, who is actually doing his job today.
Level was about to go into 5 and then decided against it. Instead, going to come down here by the water tile, check what this town is, and it is Old Kasuto.
Old Kasuto just gonna get the spell, which will be one of jump or cheat or a spell. I think a spell. Jump or the thing I'm forgetting, which
Life?
is not here. Life, thank you. So life and new Kasuto.
Which is right here.
Convenient. Level didn't even need to read the sign, but doesn't really matter either way. How many
5
is
jars.
that? That's not too bad.
Ooh, I thought Level was gonna decide to not go check the spell tower to see what's in there.
I would. So I'm pretty sure spell's castable, and that would be a very good. And if that's a magic jar, you can just clear this out.
If it's magic
you
jar
have
and then it
glove.
leads into boots right afterwards, that would be phenomenal.
Magic jar, boots, glove would be nice. The thing he probably doesn't want to see is a raft here, because the raft goes to DM, I think, at this point. And, not really someplace they want to be right now.
Yeah, I agree with that one. So, here we go, Spell Tower! Just a
Our
heart.
container. Okay, that's, neutral, I guess, fine. Not what he wants, but it's at least not his DM access, as we've got a Guma for Chroma.
We've got a Guma that is not glove blocked at all.
Nope. We haven't seen the bridge. Yeah, Aaron, don't know where it is. It's probably boots locked at this rate, or maybe somewhere on the southern side of Mazel and nobody wanted to dig.
Yeah, that's a possibility, and it could have led to DM as well. Oh!
Ooh, that's a ouch for Chroma. Not surprised, he was on like half a bar of health when he got in here. He tried.
He made it through most of Guma there, and then unfortunately took the death.
Yep. Alright, both Kasudos cleared for the moment for level... he's heading back up past the river level.
Oh my gosh, this encounter.
Lag central for level... yeesh. Yeah, that's the better choice, I think, this game was really struggling there with 4 Lizalfos on the screen at the same time.
I mean, it's good XP, that's for sure.
Yeah. And he's gonna head into P5 as well while he's here. I think both runners are realizing that these boots don't appear to be all that available on the overworld. Let's go see if it's in the palace. As we're running out of overworld locations to check, we have I think we have two item caves outstanding on the west. We're missing water tile and obviously I think one of our P-bag caves on the east.
Yeah.
Nobody's been to DM. We're not even sure if it's accessible.
Sunken behind the flute at 3 Eye Rock. This could be big.
Yeah, Chroma bailing out of 5 without the item. He might go back there if there's nothing in here.
It's a magic jar which allows for the full clear of New Kasudo.
That's really nice ordering for Chroma. Gonna get that before New Kasudo. And Level's just found Guma himself. And nope, Chroma is going to up A, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Chroma up A'd.
I don't really think it saves time to do that.
Alright, Level almost through the Goomster here.
There we go. Then again, perhaps that's due to Chroma's tech issues, but I'm not really sure. That's gem number 1 for Level. Chroma's back on the east.
And Level gonna come back in to dig P5.
Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at our things. We've got, I think we're glove blocked out of the last 2 items on the west. I think we've seen everything we can physically do on the west. We're also not getting Fairy. I think we're boots locked off the west's last 2 items. We're obviously boots locked out of Water Tile. Old Lady and New Kasudo's an option. We've got the item out of P5, the item out of P2. And we could go dig the Valley of Death Palace if we wanted to. Not really, but it's an option. And we might have DM access if the bridge is on the south side of Maiten's Island and gets us over there. So
Alright.
none of them are terribly appealing choices, and speaking of the Valley of Death, that's where Chroma's at.
And he is just getting through here beautifully.
But this is either going to be the other of 3-6 or P4, and the last one of them is also boots locked on the west somewhere.
If it's 4, that's not going to be great news for Chroma.
Yeah, because he doesn't have. Neither of them have Reflect. Nobody got the medicine hint, although it doesn't really matter right now. And of course, it is P4.
Never fails. Alright, Level just spelunking through 5 here, trying to find the item.
Fortunately, 5 is the longest of the regular palaces on average, so this could be a while. I mean, it's kind of discussing sticking around versus leaving P4 in Chroma's situation. I would stick around for the item if you've gotten all the way here, and you can do things like at least know where Karok is.
Yeah, because having that knowledge, it is helpful. Even though you do have to come back here, it at least allows you to know where you need to go.
Yeah, I agree. Although I do also agree with chat that going to P4 before P5's item is a little odd, but
Oh, I
we'll see.
100% agree with that.
For all that P5 is a bit of a dig, Valley of Death isn't exactly fast either.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just smart choice to just thunder the MOAs to get through that room there.
And a 500p bag, and the item room right here for levelengine.
Very nice.
And it is a boot!
Ooh, that's a huge find. Alright, this game just got considerably easier for Level.
Now the question is, will Level actually check 3-Eye Rock?
Good question, as he's kind of forgotten about it, although it is, well, it's a magic jar which may or may not be required, but he is going back, so that's good. And P4 is another magic jar, speaking of. Okay, that's not the worst thing Chroma could have found, but it doesn't help, really. Although we know what is going to help, which is to go back to P5.
Absolutely, and unless Chroma goes back to P5, this race has swung into Level's favor.
Yep,
As Level,
I'm also... Yeah, go ahead.
As Level's about to pick up a magic jar, probably head right back to New Kasuto and see what that yields.
Yep, and then just go... But Level's basically cruising. He's going to go check that, and then start clearing palaces, I think, is really what he's going to start doing at this point. I would actually go back to Mito and check... I would go back to the west, especially if the glove's not there. I would, in New Kasuto, although I probably wouldn't even if the glove's there, go find the last 2 items on the west, and, get the medicine hint.
Oh, I agree.
This way you know where your last item is, besides the glove, because that could be very good info. And both remaining items on the west should be basically free at this point. We have a hammer, we have boots. We don't know where they are, but they should be accessible.
Yep. And it's just a heart container in the basement, so that's all 8, or that's all 4 heart containers found.
Yep. I think Level might just finish checking the west, or the east here, and then head back west. mildly surprised he's going for the Valley of Death since he knows this is a 50-50 on it being P4. But at least it wasn't too long a dig for Chroma, I think. I also would have just gone back to the west for that matter to get Fairy, because that's now completely free.
Yeah, that's 100% accessible.
Yeah, I would have not have done this here for level. You can get back to the east at any time. The cave to the east is right next to start, and its boots make both an Islands West and River Canyon East completely free to get around now. As Chroma might be back on the Bagu hunt, I think, unfortunately.
I believe so. Good encounter skip from level there.
And Chroma's back into the first of the 3 or 6. Okay, so that's what he's doing, which is the better idea of his options, just the wrong palace, unfortunately.
Oh, level unfortunately getting bopped there.
Yowp, yeah. Oh, 200 point Iron Knuckles is kind of nice for level for Chroma, sorry, for experience, but
What about 300 point blue Liz Alphos?
yeah, oh yeah, Aaron, I forgot, yeah, Level also hasn't been into P1, he doesn't know it's a free horse and otherwise glove-blocked item, so yeah, I'm a little surprised at Level's routing here instead of P1, or just go get Fairy and 2 free items off the west, but he's in here, for better or worse.
Yeah.
Chroma's in one of P3 or 6 trails, we don't know which, because I don't think we've seen windows. And Level decides to not clear 4 at this point, which I think is fine. I mean, although, yeah, glove block for Chroma, I would have. I don't know. I don't agree with him being in there in the first place. So, but what I would do at this point for Level is he's going to go get that medicine hint, and then grab. I would assume he would grab Fairy and get both remaining items here off the west.
Yeah, he's also grabbing downstab since he has jump.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has that.
All 5s for Chroma right now on levels.
Yep.
And downstab acquired for levelengine. And here's the item in 3-6. I don't think we've seen windows on this palace, so...
Still not that I've noticed, no. And
it's a child!
A child, which gives us the shield spell. Great!
West to find the medicine.
Alright, well, okay, that was a mildly useless hint, but sure. And
It's
there's our
free.
answer to the boss. Or the answer is the boss in this case for what the palace is.
Beautifully done. Rebo kill there.
I look over and Level is in a bright blue P6. I did not catch where this was.
Boots locked, and that's the best I got for you.
Well, I kind of figured, yes.
Hey, you never said I couldn't give a sarcastic answer.
You're not wrong. Given that they did do everything they could do without boots earlier.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, 3 was really not that bad for Chroma. But yeah, Fairy Block, that was an Eco Key Room, 4 level here pretty quickly in. the spawner is not going to work for trying to do a downstab bounce over the pit there.
Mhm. According to our restreamer VT, P6 is boots locked in the northeast corner of the west, and Ferry is available. It's in Sario, with which are boots locked. If P6 is the northeast corner, it should be next to Saria, so I'm not sure why level would be in here without it, but okay. We're
Because-
into P... whatever one this is. P2 for Chroma.
Yeah, this looks like 2.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I forgot what I was going to say. It wasn't important, that's for sure. Alright, elevator up here for level, and it does lead to the dragon.
Alright then.
Oh!
Ooh.
Took a hit there at the
I
end.
kinda saw that one coming. I was like, it might be pushing it a bit too far.
Good first jackhammer there from level.
And helmet head for Chroma. I think we've seen the item out of 2.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot of 2 was explored, but simultaneous boss kills just like that. Chroma with 4 gems on the board. Level with 2.
On the other hand, Level's got a pair of boots, which is a significant thing to have here in this seed, because Chroma is going to be... The longer it takes for Level to find the glove, the better it is for Chroma. But Chroma still has to go back to P5, which is not top of his priority list at this point.
And yeah, question in chat from Pegleg Greg. Styx is confirmed to be boots locked.
Yep, can't get in there without it. I still didn't actually see where it is, because Level hasn't stepped outside since he got in, obviously, but P-Bag there in P2, but yeah, they did not find... But they didn't find P6 on their first trip through the west, so somewhere not... And they cleared everything that wasn't boots locked.
Alright. Level just hunting for the item here. The question becomes, is this going to yield the glove? Pardon me, or is this just going to be a dud?
We'll find out.
Dead end. Take a swim in the lava. My favorite pastime.
And Chroma is a bit lost, I think, at this point. He is hunting for Bagu, who is not available as far as I can tell.
Chat and our tracker, Sheep, are both making a very good point that DM is still in play.
DM is a play if and only if the bridge is on the south side of the maze someplace, and that gets us there.
Alright, level leaving 6. And here's Bagu's Woods.
Oh, neat. So,
Right by the other side of Saria. That's
classic.
atrocious.
Yep. Yeah, item in 6 might be fairy block, although in that case, I still don't know why level went into 6 without fairy that was right next to P6, but okay.
It is what it is.
He's getting it now, so.
Yeah, Chroma stopping to think. Probably about to head back to 5.
Oh, he has to go back to the east because he's done everything he can do on the west.
Alright, there's Fairy
Fairy.
picked up. Exactly, Trails.
Instead, didn't check Nukasudo, which I don't think Chroma's done yet. Nukasudo in P5.
Yeah, I
and
don't
back
think
into 6 for level.
I don't think Chroma has checked Nuke Pseudo, but here we go. Back into the depths of 6.
I mean, what? Yeah, level, I don't know. I've been a little confused by some of level's routing after getting boots. Cleric 6 is fine, except for I would have gotten Fairy first. Chat says it might have been a bit of tunnel vision, which is certainly possible. But the thing I really don't get is my level ended up before going back to the west, because that was just a couple minute time loss straight up for him.
Ooh, dead end. So
Yep.
it is not behind the Eco Key Room.
Nope.
Or in this case, Eco Jar.
Crow is back into 5, that's good.
Yeah. Chroma coming back into 5 is exactly what he needs to do, and Level has a lot of this. 6 to check.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, though, it's a 1 in 3 chance the No, it's 1 in 4 chance the glove is in here. Because we're missing the P1 item, the P6 item. We're missing, well, we haven't seen 2 of our 5 item caves on the west. One of which has the medicine, the other, who knows what it is. Where was the Childless in 3. I'm just looking at my notes. But yeah, we're missing both items out of DM. We're missing a raft to probably get to DM. We're missing item out of 6. We're missing item out of 1, which is glove block, so the glove can't be there. And yeah, 1/6 DM and the last item on the west are outstanding checks.
Isn't it going through the logic great? Item room here in 6 for Level. Time to see what the payout's going to be. Survey says it's a glove!
Alrighty, that is go mode for Level.
Well, medicine first, then go.
Functional go mode. We don't know where the medicine is, but it's accessible.
Alright,
It might take him a few minutes of walking around the west to get to it, to find it, but he will at some point eventually locate the cave that has his medicine.
That's very true. Nice low ceiling jump by Chroma there.
Very nice. Because yeah, we know that we have the boots, we have the hammer, wherever that our last 2 item caves in the west are, both must be accessible because we can get everywhere.
Ooh, yeah. Level getting the glove it might actually be a very good thing for Chroma, since Chroma didn't have glove when he went into 1 or 3 and got glove blocked in both of those.
That's true, yeah.
It might cause Level to take longer in the palaces.
And there's the boots finally for Chroma.
And Chroma back to the west.
Speaking of things, Level might lose some time in 2 just by taking this fairy block room that Chroma obviously wasn't doing.
Alright, Chroma into 6.
And Chroma also skipping Fairy. And is also going to be regretting that decision when he has to go leave, get Fairy, and come back for the glove.
Well, he might be... Well, no, he doesn't have jump. Never mind. I was going to say, he might be able to pull the Eco Key jump.
Oh yes, yeah, never mind, he's just going to go do that. And there's the Vago you would have liked about half an hour ago. I was gonna save a little time on level by bailing back out of 6 just about immediately for Fairy, rather than doing half the palace, leaving, and then coming back.
Absolutely, and having more magic as well, that's going to put Chroma into a much better spot. Alright, level taking the drop again, going down to the bottom, and gonna head left now.
I do not remember where Helmet Head was in here, but I think that took Chroma a little bit. Taking some of the fairy block rooms didn't help level either.
Absolutely not. But I think Helmet Head was just up this elevator.
You are correct.
And there goes Helmet Head for level. 3 gems to 4 right now. Still needs to find the medicine in order to get Reflect to then clear P4. But aside from that, there's not much left for level to do aside from palaces.
Nope, he just needs to go wander around the west for a couple minutes. And clear 3 while he's here, which is fine. I'm liking the palette shuffle today, by the way.
I'm digging the colors of these palaces.
Nothing horribly neon green or something. I think P6 might be our brightest colored palace of the day, although I don't remember what color GP is. But nothing too eye-searingly bad.
Yeah, I missed what color GP was when they both were in it for the first time.
Although P2 and P5 looking near identical is mildly confusing.
Yeah. Looking like an easy barbecue here for Chroma.
Very nice. And level is going through this glove lock as you predicted earlier, which is going to be a time sink. Nice footwork though, that room can be annoying to fall off at times.
And it just immediately leads into a dead end.
That's good that it was a quick dead end for level.
Yeah, that's very good.
Chroma is sticking around in 6, which is the correct play and makes sense from his perspective. There's not exactly a whole lot left to do. And we know he will come out with the glove eventually, although it took level a bit to dig it out.
Yeah, it did take level a bit of time to dig it out, but Chroma was going towards the right path and then, I believe, left from it.
And here's the item in 3 for level.
Yes,
the ever useful child.
Yes, the glove was fairy blocked, but Chroma did go pick up fairy.
Yeah, he actually did he actually got bailed for fairy a lot earlier because he also didn't have jump. Still doesn't have jump, in fact. So Chroma losing a little less time to the leave for fairy and come back in than level did. Level's found Rebo on the other hand. Rebo right after the item in 3, so we'll be up to 4 gems as well.
There we go, just like that. Level placing that 4th gem. Alright. 4 gems down for level. Just needs to find Reflect. Gonna finish off everything in the east afterwards. Well, needs to find the medicine wherever that is located.
Yep.
Which might be right here, and there's the bridge.
Yeah, somehow I'm not terribly surprised that's there. Stuff tends to hide either at the edges of the map or just kind of in a random middle bit of the map on islands maps when you don't have, and then you don't have boots, so you just you're just not able to see this. Like, you can't really see that island from the other islands unless, if you don't have boots. You just have to go take a walk. The question is this our medicine? Yes, it is, so we don't need to go find the last key.
Alright. So, with that, level's at a pretty good spot. Just has to go back over to Mito and pick up Reflect. Finds
I
the...
am a little surprised he's in here. He doesn't need whatever the item is.
He might be wanting an extra magic jar.
That's true, it is a fairly quick check.
But it's a raft.
Nope. That's completely useless. We are not taking DM.
Yeah. No DM dig today. Instead, it'll be time to pick up Reflect and go from there.
Yep. Yeah, our last item checks are P1 and both items at a DM, which are going to be, I think, our last two magic... Yeah, last two magic jars and some sort of junk.
Probably a pea bag.
Probably.
Yeah, this seed is going to have full tracker percent.
That's yep, for sure for level. I doubt we'll have it. We'll doubt it for Chroma, but we'll certainly see it for level as Chroma finally gets his glove.
And just like that, Chroma's out of there. Level going into 1. And now it's a matter of what path does Level decide to take.
We know that if he goes through the glove block, he's going to end up down a rabbit hole, and if he doesn't, he's going to find Forset in very short order.
Well, he is going on the path to the glove block, so incoming rabbit hole.
It's at least P1, so he can't get rabbit holed for too long, but it is a time sink.
Alright, decides against going to the left there, is going to continue right instead. But this just gives Chroma even more time to pull ahead.
Oh yeah. Okay, Chroma now knows his medicine is in the west. He's also going to pick up the raft and roll his eyes at it.
Yeah, I could see that.
And Mini Boss Horsehead is just more of a time sink for level. Pretty quick on attack 5, but it is still time that's not spent fighting the boss Horsehead.
Yeah, and it's not even the item room.
Nope. Just a pass-through.
Into a dead end.
Yep.
Now the question is, will Level end up checking that other path, or is he just going to take this first right? He's going to take this first right.
More rabbit holes!
Nope. Horsehead.
Okay, no, there we go. Last check. Yeah, this is gonna be done for Level. So yeah, Level is going to have a slight edge here because he's gonna get back to the Valley of Death and to P4 before Chroma. Chroma has seen Karok already, but Karok's also like the top of the first elevator. It's not terribly hard to find.
Yeah, the question is, will Level end up diving down or actually check that elevator? All sixes for both Level and Chroma. Chroma with a resource lead right now. Though, even though Level is slightly ahead, it's definitely still anybody's game. Chroma having the knowledge of where Karok is definitely adds another layer of suspense to this.
For sure.
Yeah, there's Link feet, there's Fairy feet, encounter skips. So many different factors right now that actually play into this. We'll know just how far ahead Level really is once he enters 4, which Chroma is just barreling in.
Oh, and Chroma's gonna go check old Kasuto and get jump here, which is wanting the safety, I suppose, but that's not helpful towards his time. How much does Fairy
jump
cost at Magic 6, by the way?
Jump's very useful, and I think it's 47 or 48.
For Fairy?
Yeah, it's
That is
still
expensive.
quite high.
Yeah, because I was noticing that Level can only cast it once per life, which is why he had to Fairy Feet so much in the Valley of Death. Chroma's just cleaning up a little bit, it looks like, Aaron. Grabbing up stab and the jump spell before going into the valley.
Because you never know when you're going to need upstab.
No, you don't.
Alright. Level's just going at this point. Nothing more you can do.
Yep. Level has gone somewhere that's not Karok, I think, in P4, because I remember Karok was just at the top of an elevator pretty quick in the palace for Chroma. Not sure where Level's at relative to that, but it was not the top of that elevator.
Yeah, Level hasn't actually explored 4, so Level doesn't know where Karok is. Where Chroma has explored 4, so Chroma knows where Karok is.
That's a dead end. Okay, up A for Level, which I think is the correct play, because I want to say that I'm pretty sure that the Karok is at the top of, if not the first elevator, one of the first ones, so very, very early. Because Chroma found it pretty much immediately. Because I remember saying something to the effect of, yeah, like, if nothing else, Chroma went here, even without Reflect, can at least get the info on things like Karok's location! Which should be right here, by the way. Alright, yeah, top of this.
And boom!
That's what I thought. And yeah, Fairy does cost 47, basically 3 full bars of magic, which is really big for Chroma right now, given that he has 6 jars. Level has 5 and is not getting a 6th.
Yeah, and Level, unfortunately, just getting the business here from Karok.
Yeah, unfortunately, Level, in his wandering through P4, did not pick up the magic jar, because that is where Chroma's 6th jar was.
Oh, makes it through with half a bar of life remaining.
Harder Karok definitely trolling a little bit for Level.
But there it is.
Chroma is hot on his heels.
Now the question is, will that pickup of upstab that Chroma did be the difference in this?
I'm thinking the difference in Fairy castability might make a big difference.
Possibly. Would you look at that?
Ha! Raft tile to the 2DM.
That raft tile to maze is the fastest way to get back here.
Debatable? Chroma, you're going the wrong way. Well, it's kind of a hike either from the maze or from the raft or from the cave, because the cave is free on the east. Just down the middle of the northern side, I think, according to my notes. But it's a bit of a hike either way.
Alright, 105.31. Or levelengine getting here into GP.
And Chroma just behind at 105. Good quick up 8. 48. So 17-second difference. Immediate dead end for Level.
So it's going to be go left. Alright, Chroma sees the dead end and goes, nope.
Chicken Central here in this room. Ouch.
You got your spicy chickens, you got your jumping chickens.
And
You got
another
more
spicy
spicy
chicken.
chickens. I heard somebody wanted some spicy chicken.
Oh, fun! This room. Good thing they both got the Yeti key a while ago.
No kidding there. Chroma, unfortunately, taking a death.
I agree with the update being right next to start. More chickens for Level there in that room. And
Oh.
bots.
My least favorite room when bots are here.
Yeah, because they will knock you off. And more chickens! Ouch.
Yum. Ooh. Chroma sitting low on life, but Thunderbird is just down this path.
Okay, very, very linear GP so far.
Very much so, and here we go, T-Bird fight for Level.
No branches of T-Bird. Well, technically there was one at start, but the first right was an immediate dead end, so for all functional purposes, no branches. Very nice fight for Level.
Great use of Thunder to delete the fireballs as well.
Taking advantage of Fire Thunder being cheap.
All right, here we go. Anything can happen now on the path to Darklink.
Yep. Okay, got an immediate downstab block after T-Bird. GP just throwing everything at us, I guess. Thankfully, they both do have downstab, otherwise that would have been something.
Chroma getting a bunch of hits in.
And more chickens!
And wow, that was a blink and you miss it fight.
Very, very nice for Chroma. Down and right for level into our first blue chicken of this palace.
No, this is our second.
Second. And who did not go down to one hit of thunder, although he does take him down. And more chickens. All the chickens,
Yum.
apparently, in the GP.
Ooh, another junction here.
The down elevator and a right here to choose from. Going down the meat is another waffle room.
Nice block clips to make it through.
And level also, and Chroma also taking the same route here after T-Bird so far. Also dealing with this emoji room as level heads down into what is a different emoji room. We did see the top of an L7 drop there on the right side of that junction.
Yeah, and
his last life.
Level is not on his last life. He's got one more, but Chroma absolutely is on his last life.
Yep. The chickens are hitting hard.
This is some scary territory for Chroma right now. As this GP just continues on.
Yep.
And there's Darklink.
Oh, alright then, there's Darklink. And GG's to level.
Get your Game 3 hype out.
As we've got a 111.15. GG's.
And it looks like Chroma is not too terribly far off.
Nope, just got a couple more rooms here and then he'll also be on Darklink. Has to not get bopped by that bubble.
Makes it through, and here is Darklink for Chroma. Chroma making Darklink look easy and finishing on his timer with 1 hour, 12 minutes, 28 seconds. But
race time of 1:12.26.
A very well played game from both of these runners. Just over a minute difference.
Minute 11 it looks like. 1:11, huh? And we will get both of our runners in. Looks like we'll get at least Chroma, possibly level in for an interview. Just waiting on them to hop into a voice chat and then we can drag them in. Nope. Game 3 will be later this week. I assume,
Quite a good game, too.
yeah, this was a good match here. Very close, just... Hey, Chroma, GG.
Hey, thank you. Not my favorite run, but that's okay.
Chroma,
What's up?
how frustrated were you at the P5 boots?
Not as frustrated at the P5 boots as I was about how many times I insisted on Bagu Woods being out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys both checked every forest patch on the west. Basically, you guys both, because the west was a pretty linear path without boots, so you both went on it. And then you level gave up on it relatively early, and you stuck around looking for that you went back that a couple times, and yeah.
Yeah. A lot of indecision happening for me in this one. Like I could do this, or I could do this, or I could give up halfway in between doing this to do the other thing, and that never works. You can't be ambivalent like that. You just got to make a choice and go for it. Oh well. It just didn't even occur to me that boots were going to be the solution to getting to the other side there. But I was more worried about glove than I was about boots to that point. Like I knew that things were going to open up. I was going to get the spells I needed and everything. But yeah, this seed was about the boots, and I just didn't give that enough credit.
Yeah. Let me take to level in before we continue. Hey, level, GG.
GG.
Is GG's level?
So I know the boots decided everything, sure, but when did Chroma pick up the boots versus me?
Like a good, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes later?
Yeah.
It was still only a 1 minute time difference, give or take.
Yep, because at that point,
Chroma
Chroma, I
had more
believe...
palaces done.
Yeah, I believe you were at 4 palaces done, where level, I believe you had 2.
Yep.
I just did what I could while I was there. That's kind of what it came down to. Didn't catch that boots were just a requirement. I think that just was something that never occurred to me, and then finding them was sort of a surprise that was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
It was that moment that everything came together for you.
Yep, that was the moment. And then it was kind of go mode at that point, so I didn't really hesitate after that.
So, level. You pick up the glove in P6, you go back, you do... What was it? 1 or 2 and 3 over in the west.
Yes, in the west.
And the glove just leads you to dead ends, and then you go over to 1 in the east and hit more dead ends with the glove. Was there a slight bit of frustration in that?
Okay, especially that Palace one, seeing just how short it could have been. Especially if Chroma just immediately went the right way in Palace one.
Oh yeah, Chroma's last location, the boots in 5, so cleared P1 straight off the bat, and yeah, glove blocked immediately. And,
Well, I got to find the wrong horse head.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
The
noticed.
wrong horse head kind of sucked for you to find.
Yeah, because there was a decent sized P1 as P1s go, Chroma, and there was in fact a mini boss pass through horse heads in there.
Amazing.
Leading to a dead end.
Yep.
Wonderful. Yeah, I just assumed that it was completely glove blocked in P1, and if it was glove blocked, I didn't have any business being there. I mean, outside of the boss, like I got through the boss, but the other paths that I remember were ones that had
Nope.
blocks in them. So
There was
I
like
just
4
didn't.
rooms available without the. There was like 4 rooms available there for you, Chroma. One was glove locked, the other led to the boss. That was it.
Sick. Well, glad I didn't waste any time there.
That's
were
the
other
other
places
reason
for
why it
sure.
ended up being close, despite that's one of the reasons I ended up being close. Because level you lost a few minutes in 1, you lost a few minutes in 3 because there was a glove lock in there too, and then
6 was pretty tough. My routing, at least. I remember that was the place I spent a lot of time.
6 was a little rough for both of you, and that brings me to another question for you, Level. Were you considering grabbing Fairy before you actually started really diving 6, or did you just happen to tunnel vision it?
Huh?
When you went into 6, were you considering grabbing Fairy before you actually did it, or did Tunnel Vision take over?
I was gonna try and just get everything in 6. Hopefully, not need to go back and do a second trip.
Because because we were curious because Fairy was right next to P6, so I first you both. Well, you end up having you got the marble without Fairy, but you end up having to bail out about like halfway through the palace to grab Fairy and come back in to get your glove out of there. And Chroma also did the same thing of going into 6 without Fairy, although Chroma bailed quite a bit earlier, so lost a little less time in the double dip there.
Yeah, I was just curious, but it definitely still worked out either way. And both of you played quite well with as close of a margin as this seed was. It really was either of your games.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, we finished close to a minute away from each other. It had to have been.
You guys entered GP 17 seconds apart, level ahead, but only just slightly.
Wow. Yeah.
And then you
I
guys pretty
was
much took the same
squishy.
route. I think you just got trolled a little harder by the chicken squad, which was out in full force today, Chroma.
Yeah, they were. I could only get hit twice by pretty much everything in that palace, and then
What was your life level going in?
it was 6. Everything was 6. 6 heart containers, magic containers, and all levels.
Oh yeah,
6
level was
across the
on
board.
5. Oh
I
yeah,
am-
due to your differences in routing, level didn't get the magic jar out of 4 that you got, Chroma, but he did get 2 heart containers out of Nukasudo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thinking maybe those could have been something way more important.
So if you got the new Kasudo items, then you eventually did end up with some extra magic container stuff there that I didn't pick up. That's a few more fire casts, potentially.
Yeah, the one thing for you, Chroma, is you had 2 casts of Fairy, which I thought might have made a better difference. Because Fairy was stupid expensive, even at Magic 6. 3 full bars, basically.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Just
a
under
little rough.
3 full bars.
Yeah, Fairy was not super kind this seed. You needed several different things, and they were just tantalizingly out of reach. And that makes you feel like you should have done a better job than you did anytime that comes up. But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I'm aware of the mistakes I made that were clear mistakes, and that probably accounts for a few minutes only. You know, there's a panic that sets in when you realize, oh my god, I'm not quite sure what the next step is. But
Oh
yeah, you know, they're not all winners.
Yeah, but this is a good race all the same. It was fun to watch here. GG's to you both.
It was
Thanks.
great to commentate, and I definitely want to echo that GG's to both of you. Now, the real question is, when is that game 3 going to happen?
Game 3. I mean, I got Monday and like Thursday would be the next possibilities. So we'll see if we can work something out in that. Because if not, it's gonna have to be like next weekend. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
Good luck.
Yeah, and it'll be epic.
It always is. We've seen you two race each other quite a few times in quite a lot of tournaments at this point over the years, and it's always a fun matchup to watch.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I know at least that about it every time. It's going to be competitive, so I do appreciate that.
The two of you
Let's
are
have
very
some fun.
well matched.
Let's have some fun. Well, I'm gonna get on with my day, but thanks y'all. Thanks for the earlier stream.
Yeah.
GG's. GG's.
Yep, and once again, give our runners Chroma and Level a follow. Also want to thank our commentators, Star and Sonirath, for your work, and of course our tracker, Sheep, for all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Of course, we're going to try to get Game 3 on when that is scheduled, try to get that for y'all, plus also the other semifinal from the standard tournament, and I think we're the NIT. We're in the finals for Zelda Speed for Zelda 2 randomizer, excuse me. But I'm going to get you over to the main channel for Zelda Speedruns because I believe we have an OOTR race going on over there. So have fun watching that. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.